time to make our relief. Emboss our foil so it pops out. A Sharpie could help you plan where your lines are going to go from your practice paper, your practice sketch, right onto here. Use a softer Sharpie. These regular markers, they tend to wipe away, so you no longer see it. You want the Sharpie so it stays put for you. Decide which side you want your audience to see. I'm going to have my audience see the copper side, so I'm going to do my drawing on the opposite side of that. Draw softly. If you press down, you might make a line that can't get taken away. But if you make it a mistake, like right here, I didn't want the little lip to be noticed, that's okay. Since I did not press down hard, it's not going to be seen on the other side. I just redraw it, and I ignore the line I don't want anymore. You can even cross it out gently, wipe it away. I'm going to make my design so I know what I'm doing by drawing lightly. You don't have to do it in Sharpie like this. If you feel confident in what you're doing, you can just use the tools right away. But remember, whatever you make, you can't undo. Once you push down on that foil, that's permanently there. You could turn it into something else, but you can't get it away. You can't not take it away. So I'm just making my plan of action here. I want the zigzags. And I know I'm going to have a fun rounded border. I don't have to make it perfect. Whatever I make with my tools is what's going to stay. This is my plan. Now for my tools. All these tools make lots of different types of line. Anything that's got a rounded tip or a pointy tip, that's meant to make a regular solid thin line. The wheels, they all have textures on them. When I press down with one of these wheels, I'll get a wobbly texture, or I'll get a wheel with a wide line that has lots of little dots on it, or maybe it'll be a solid straight line. Whatever design you see on the edge of the wheel, that's what's going to show up when you use it on here. These flat edges are used to fill in sections so that they pop up out of the other side solid. So I'm going to start with the point on this end here. I will draw around things that I know I want to stay, shapes that I like, shapes for me to fill in later on with another tool or a guide. Maybe it's just going to be a solid line. You can do more with that though. I can use it to fill in something if I want to, but it just might take a little longer than if I was going to take the flat side here and push down completely. Now I'll show you the other side. So I filled in these triangles here. There they are on the other side. Yeah, it's okay to go ahead and go, wow, woo, aha. It came out really nice. I know, it's fun. And go ahead and fill in all of these triangles so they all pop out together. They're all the same. This magazine underneath is much, much better than the table. If I was to do this on top of the table, it might not pop out quite as far. The magazine's a soft cushion for it to really make a deep, wide fill-in section. So I will trace my swirl with my straight line and make my wave going around the other edge. And there it is on the other side. Only what I drew with my tool pops out over here. You can see, though, where I made the marks, you'll see a little bright reflection. It might not line up perfectly with my Sharpie. That's okay. It looks really nice on the other side still. They only see what comes out the other side. I'm going to experiment with some of these other tools now. I'm going to use this flat wheel to make a fun texture going around the outer edge. Press down. This tool is great to fill in a texture in something as well. So now two of my little triangles have texture, and the outside edge has a nice wheel texture. Little tire mark look in the tread. This tool makes a fun little dot pattern. It makes a line that's not easy to make wiggly, but it can be done. Little tiny dots going around the edge. This one is a very, very straight wheel with solid wide dots. But it's a little easier to make wiggle. Whee! It's so much fun. You see this wave here that I made? That's all from this little tool. Last thing I'm going to show you is this brush. This brush is good at taking away color or taking away shine. So I wanted my audience to see the copper side. Now I'm going to use this brush tool, and I'm simply going to scratch away and make it two-toned. This will cause whatever's popping out to push back though. So it's no longer going to be raised because I'm pushing down on it. It's going to go backwards. You see that shine's taken away? If I was to do it on the copper side, scratch, 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 I get this texture here that does not have a shine to it anymore. It changes the lightness, the brightness of the silver side, and it makes it silver on the copper side. That could be fun for a lot of things. So I hope I inspired you and gave you some ideas on things you could do with embossing. You are allowed to use one square, and you can change the outside edge from square to a different shape. Maybe I want to cut out right close to the sun and just have this wavy looking roundness around the sun and just have the sun, not be square. And I could put that into another sculpture or put that into a mixed media project. Just staple it right into a colored paper and have a fun painting or drawing or mixed media project all around it. I hope I inspired you, and I'm looking forward to seeing what you come up with when you emboss and make a relief project from foil. Enjoy!